Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. YouTubers. Well, I came up here yesterday to do a little bit of stuff for my other channel. Did I not just see this guy? I came up here yesterday to do a little bit of stuff for my other channel, and I wanted to fly around this thing up here with the drone, the old water tower thing you do for what's it. And I took it up here. I'll put that clip on here. And what happened was, I think because of the railway lines and all the power lines and stuff, and maybe the actual tower itself, it went up and it got to a certain height and it just stopped there. I couldn't get it down, I couldn't do anything. I'm like, what do I do now? Just wait till it flipping runs out of power, falls out of the sky, and I'll try and catch it. Anyway, I came out of the amp. The amp? I didn't take a guitar with me. I came out of the amp and I gave it to, I got to the emergency home button and I got it back that way. But I was freaking about for about 2 or 3 minutes trying to, you know, get some movement out of it. Everything said it was connected with the Bluetooth and the controller and the Wi-Fi and everything else, but it flipping wasn't, I can tell you that. So, anyway, which way we're going to go? Don't knock these little kids over. They're just going to strap out into the road, aren't they? Yep. Didn't look. Gosh. Honestly. So, anyway, ow. So, anyway, there's always a little dip when you don't expect it, isn't there? Oh, look, brilliant. I'm stuck behind a wagon. Well, that's unusual. Anyway, I had to go out and get some puppy pads. Now, right, the little story with this is, we've got 2 pit bulls, right? Oh, this guy's waiting for me to go. He's like, stop fucking chatting and get going. That's all right. So anyway, we've got these 2 pit bulls, right? And when we go out, we put them in a back room, because if you leave them actually in the house, they've got this tendency to go, oh, brilliant, they're not in anymore. What about if I chew some videos and you chew that cushion up? And they just go like, yay! So, and then they do stuff like that. So we put them in this back room. This road looks nice and slippy. So we put them in this back room to keep them out of the way. Now, I usually take them out before I put them in the back room so they can have a pee and a poo. Look at that little pond there, that's cool, isn't it? So they can have a pee and a poo. But if I forget and if I'm rushing, they'll like, I'm sure they do it on purpose, that like Sasha always pees near the door, and if Sasha has a pee, Mr. Spuddy goes, oh, well, she's had a pee there, so I might as well do a really big sweaty poo. So, and he always poos near the door, so you can't open the door to get out to get the stuff to clean it. You've got to go all the way around the house and come around the back of the house, which is bloody irritating. But if you put puppy pads down, puppy pads, you know what I'm saying, it's starting to rain now as well. Brilliant. Oh, I don't care. I'll just get wetter and colder. My nuts a bit size of a squirrel again. So if you put puppy pads down, they'll pee and poo on those. So anyway, I went to get some puppy pads from the shop, and the girl knows me, and she goes like, I didn't know you got a puppy. How many dogs have you got now? I said, I've got a puppy. She said, well, what do you want these for? And so I said, they're cheaper than incontinence pants. And she just looked at me like, what? I went, I'm not serious. I'm just having a laugh. She went, oh, that's funny. And I'm like, well, if it's funny, why did you not laugh then? Why do people say that? Hey, that's funny. Well, don't say that's funny. Just go, ha 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 ha. If you do that, that's funnier. And then other people go, ha ha ha, with you. So that's always a good plus, that. Don't stop saying it's funny, just laugh. So anyway, I was thinking, it got me thinking about that, like, you know, why do people take things literally? It's not, I think it's just because they're not used to my stupid ass wits and what have you, know. And it got me to thinking, because there was last week, I was talking to this girl and she'd banged her arm. Excuse me. She banged her, no, she didn't bang her arm, she banged her flipping leg. And she had this minuscule little bruise on her foot, on her foot, on her arm. God, I'm flipping useless. So she had this little bruise on her, not on her arm, for God's sake. Hang on, let's try it again. So, I'm talking to this girl at work, and she had this flipping bruise. She said she banged her leg. She said, look at my leg, I've got this bruise on it. I said, blooming heck, that's pretty bad. I said, you might have to go to the emergency room with that. She said, do you think so? And I'm like, no, well, no. I said, listen, you know, I've seen much worse than that. A friend of mine back in England, he got a really bad bruise on his leg, and they had to cut his legs off, and now he's got wooden legs and real feet. And she went, oh my God, I bet that's really painful. And I'm like, I just looked at her like, okay. What? I said, I'll say it again. I said, yeah, honestly, he's got wooden legs and real feet. She went, how did he do that? I'm like, holy crap. It's not for real. It's not for real. Come on. Another freaking, another mad thing like that. When we lived in Louisiana, this is a quick one. And we got a diner, a Harley diner from Cajun Harley Davidson near Lafayette. And there was a girl there that used to talk to Anita all the time. She was like super freaking nosy. How did you meet? Where did you meet? When was that? What day was that? Did you get a plane? Did you come in car? And I was like, fucking hell, this girl likes to talk a lot. So anyway, she said I was there, and Anita was telling, oh, we did this and we did that and we did this. And she goes, did you send her a photo, Gary? And I said, actually, I didn't have access to a photo, so I did her a drawing. She said, you sent a drawing, you must be really good. I said, yeah, I'm pretty decent at the old artwork. I said, I'll show you next time I come in. Now, I hadn't done a drawing, I was just saying that to get off the flipping subject, and it made it worse then. She was asking even more questions. So the next time we went in, and Anita goes, oh, that girl's there, she's going to ask you about that drawing. And I'm like, oh, freaking hell. I said, give me a piece of paper quick. So Anita looks in her bag, gets me a piece of paper and a pen, and I'll actually put up in a minute what I did. And she gave me this pen and this piece of paper, and I drew a stick figure with just a smile and two little dot eyes, like a child would do, you know, in like 2 seconds. A real simple little thing. Anyway, sure enough, she started asking me, but she said, did you bring that picture in? Now, I folded it up and put it in my pocket, the stick figure. So I go, oh yeah, I've got it somewhere. So I pretended not to know where it was, and I was like rooting. She was getting really excited to see it. And then I found this piece of paper with a stick figure on. I went, here, that's the very one I sent. And she's looking at it like this. I was killing myself. I was bursting to freaking laugh. She said, you sent her this? And she came to England on the strength of this picture. I went, oh yeah. And she was like, well. I can't remember what else she said, and Anita's probably not, because I had to walk off. I said, I'm just going to look at this t-shirt. I was laughing my head off. I'm like, why would you possibly believe this? Oh my God, some people are just so freaking gullible, honestly. Anyway, I was watching a video this morning of a friend of mine. He's got a channel on YouTube, and he's called Chris Lonsbury. Now, please God, I hope I've got this right, because you know what my memory's like. I'm flipping terrible. I would never, ever, ever make a good spy. I'd be the worst spy in the world. I'd do something, get captured. Here's another crap road. It's this crappy road again. I forgot about this. You know what? I ain't even going to go down there. I'm going to turn around as soon as I can. I would be the worst spy ever, because I'd get captured and they'd be interrogating me, which I wouldn't like very much as well, by the way. And they'd be like, okay. They may not go, okay. They may go like, okay. Oh, that'd be a gay interrogator, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, hi. I'm Terry. So anyway, they go like, right, give us the name of your contact. And I'd be like, I don't know. And they'll be like, you do know. And I'd be really, truly, I've forgotten it, honestly. Give us the name. Oh, that reminds me. Have you ever seen that film Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman and Laurence Olivier? Where Laurence Olivier is this freaking used to be a prison doctor in concentration camps during World War II, and he flipping. Well, we aren't going to spoiling story, but he gets Dustin Hoffman tied up in this chair with this other geezer, and he used to be a dentist, I think it were. What's his name? Zell or something. I can't remember now. And oh shit, I'm talking now. I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down because I'm trying to think of stuff. So anyway, yeah, and he captures him, and he starts freaking about, drilling his teeth and what have you. Obviously with no anaesthetic. Oh, I cannot watch that. I've seen that film about 20 times, and every time it comes to that bit, I'm like, you know that. Oh, it's horrible. It's flipping horrifying to me, that freaking about with some of his teeth. Oh, I just cannot freaking do it. So anyway, yeah, I'd make a really crappy spy. So go and check his channel out, man. He's got some really sweet stuff up there. It's not like your average motor vlogger stuff. He does like cameras, and he does different settings for stuff, and he's got some really nice edited videos there, man. Honestly, well worth checking out. Honestly, I really like his stuff. Plus he's doing a Hartley build as well. I think it's with an iron. I'm pretty sure it is. If I got that wrong, Chris, I'm sorry. But yeah, well worth going checking out, mate. It's a really nice guy and a really nice channel as well. So go and give him a sub. Tell him Fatty sent you. Fatty sent. Aye, Fatty sent me. Who the frick's that?